Hey everyone, yes it is that time, it is I, and Bradley Cooper has moved off of The Hangover and gone from alcohol to pill popping as we take a look at Limitless. Yes, the film also starring Abby Cornish as well as Robert De Niro. Link to the bottom of the rest of the cast and crew. Basically, it's a pill that lets you unlock 100% of your brain, and it shows just what you could possibly do with this. Okay, of course, there's side effects as well. Basically, this is a decent film. I really enjoyed it. Bradley Cooper proves that he can be a leading actor material. Abby Cornish does a great job as his on-again, off-again girlfriend, and well, you got Robert De Niro in here, who I was actually craving to see more of, because his character in this film really looked like one that could have a lot of teeth, yet they didn't quite give him all the teeth that you'd love to see from a Robert De Niro role. Now, the directing is a little bit interesting. It's done by the guy who did The Illusionist, which I loved The Illusionist. He hasn't done too many pictures, and the camera work he does in here is not too indie, but it is a breakaway from your normal kind of mainstream style of directing. This is actually an independent film. It's handled as such, but it does have the bigger budget for the actors that you have in it, plus some of the camera work that they do in it is interesting. It's got an interesting open title sequence, and the fact that you actually see the credits as well. So they hit you right from the start. There's some audio going on and some narration as well, and the movie just opens and kind of jars you into the storyline, and actually you kind of play catch up for the first half of the film. It's one of those types of films where you see these consequences, and then you get to see the events that led up to this, and then you get to move past it. Okay, so it's kind of one of those types of storytelling, which is handled very well. Sometimes it can be done poorly, but this one was handled well, and it didn't take me away from the film at all. It didn't distract me, and it was very easy to follow. Limitless is also very well paced. I was impressed by how well it was paced, and in fact, in some parts, it almost seemed too paced. I mean, they blew through some of the scenes in there a lot faster than I would have liked. I almost wanted to see more meat. I would have loved to see the original solid script of this film, because it seems like they cut out a whole lot of it. Okay, it was only 108 minutes, I think 110 minutes long. It could have gone 2.5 hours with the amount of material and room they had to work with. What I also liked about Limitless in the script was that it wasn't as predictable as normal pill popping, films are, addiction films, because it's really dealing with kind of an addiction. You can imagine you're always wanting to know everything. I mean, it's just got to be kind of a natural, well, in this case, unnatural high. Okay, so they handle this material a little bit differently. I mean, you do get the consequences. You get to see what happens when you don't take the pill, okay? But with the way things played out near the end of the film, I wasn't expecting it. I really truly wasn't expecting how the thing ended, and in fact it kind of ends abruptly as well. So it was a little faster paced than it really needed to be, and I would have actually liked to see more. When the film ended, I was like, oh, what, that's it? That's all we get? I want to get a little more. So, Limitless is definitely entertaining. It's a solid film, it's an independent film, and it's got an original feel to it. While the subject matter of addiction and pill popping has been covered before, this is handled in a semi-unpredictable way. You won't see some of the character twists that come about, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. I had gave Limitless 3.5 stubs, definitely worth the price of admission and your time. I think Bradley Cooper's on his way to prove that he can be a good leading actor, and if you're a Robert De Niro fan, you've got to see this film. And that'll about do it for us here at The Final Cut. Till next time, keep that ticket stub.